They laughed at me while I shook on stage. My voice cracked, and I wanted to run. Then a stranger stood up and silenced the entire gym. At first, I thought he was just defending me out of pity, but when he revealed who he really was, the truth left me speechless. He wasn't a stranger at all. He was connected to my father, and the promise he made years ago was the reason he stood that night. I'm Eli Turner, 15, sophomore at Zilker High on the south side of Austin, Texas. I'm the kid who tunes guitars more than he talks, the kid who eats lunch by the band room door because the cafeteria feels like a spotlight. I'm fine with quiet, but that night wasn't quiet. It was the spring talent night. Packed gym, parents with phone cameras, kids squeezing into bleachers. The kind of event our principal, Mrs. Delgado, says brings the community together. I stood backstage with my beat-up acoustic, fingers slick with sweat. I kept telling myself I knew this song. I'd practiced it 100 times in my room, in the garage, on the back steps while Austin traffic hummed. Practice is safe. A gym full of people isn't. When the MC called, "Next up, Eli Turner," it sounded like a joke nobody got yet. I stepped out anyway. The first row was nothing but Letterman jackets, Kyle Sanders and his crew. Kyle's the starting running back and the poster boy for the Booster Club. He's got the jawline, the followers, the loud laugh that spreads like a brush fire. His dad sells luxury trucks and sponsors our scoreboard. In other words, Kyle never hears no. I adjusted the mic. The feedback squealed. A few laughs pinged off the rafters. Great start. "Hey, Guitar Hero, play something we can stay awake to," Kyle called. A cluster of kids behind him snorted. I stared at my shoes and pretended I didn't hear. If I looked at Kyle, I'd lose the melody. If I looked at the clock, I'd think about time. So I looked at the knuckle on my thumb, the small scar that helps me find the first chord without thinking. I breathed. 1, 2. I strummed. The opening went okay. Simple pattern, nothing fancy. Then I opened my mouth. The first note came out thin. I tried to settle the pitch, but my throat clamped. The gym swallowed the sound and fed it back to me as a whisper. Somebody booed. I pushed harder. My voice cracked. Laughter rolled across the bleachers like a wave. "Turn it up," somebody yelled. "We can't hear your diary." Heat climbed my neck. My hands started to shake, small tremors that turned chords into buzzes. I glanced toward the wings and caught Coach Darnell Price. Gray hoodie, arms folded. He's our gym teacher and the event coordinator. He didn't move. He didn't raise a hand. He just watched like it was a scrimmage that didn't matter. "Start over," the MC suggested softly from the sideline, covering the mic. "Take your time." I nodded and lifted the guitar again. Same chord. The man who stood up for me wasn't just a random stranger. When he spoke, the whole gym went silent, and then he revealed something that no one saw coming.